We're going to start lying down. So pop yourself down on your mat with your legs fully extended and lying down on your mat. Your legs are hip width distance apart, and just have your arms down by your sides. You can have your palms facing up or palms down. It's really up to you in terms of what feels better in your practice this morning. Take a moment and just feel your spine against the mat and noticing the hollows and the curvatures. And I like to start on the ground because rarely are we here. I mean, except if you're sleeping, but you're never really on the ground. And it gives you a lot of feedback. Take a long inhale in through the nose and a longer exhale out. Drag one foot up along the mat. I'm choosing to lead with my right. And then from here, take that right knee and that right hip and open it out to the side. If your left hip has a little bit of movement, allow that to happen. We're going to be less restrictive this morning. And then bring the right knee and the right hip back to center. And then lengthen the right leg out long and away from you. You just have to let somebody else in. So we'll continue with the same gesture on the opposite leg, right? So you're going to drag your left foot up along the mat. And then once your left foot is there, good. And then drop that left knee and left hip out to the side. And just notice the difference, how the left hip feels in comparison to the right. And then we'll bring the left knee back to center. And then lengthen the left leg long and away from you. Reaching both arms all of the way behind you now. So taking this long stretch where your hands and your feet are reaching far away from each other. Keeping your arms behind you, drag one foot up along the mat and drag the other. And then sway the knees and the hips to one side. I'm choosing to lead to the left to start. So feeling that twist and the workspace through the sides of the body. And then coming all of the way past center as we sway the knees and the hips over to the right. And that one side may feel different than the other, and it's not good, bad, right, or wrong. And then we bring the knees and the hips back to center. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Bring one knee all of the way in towards the body, and then followed by the other. Wrap your arms around your legs. Pull your legs in towards your body, and then rock a little side to side. So any rolling exercise, in my opinion, when we're practicing Pilates, is a way to massage your spine. And then if we think about how we can incorporate a little bit more movement in the head and the neck. So having the head turn as you rock to the left, and then having the head turn as you rock to the right. One more repetition each side, over to the left, and then over to the right. And then we come back to center. Arms down by your sides. And then you're going to stretch one leg up towards the ceiling. followed by the other. So now both legs are extended. Totally fine if there's a little bend in the knee. Flex your ankles and notice that connection from the heel all of the way up the back of the leg. And then we point the toes and we flex the ankles as if the soles of the feet could reach towards the ceiling. One more time here as we point the toes. And then pull the toes towards you as you flex your ankles. And then keeping your ankles flexed, open your legs out to a V. So much so that you could fill the room. You fill the room and fill the room and fill the room. And then from here, point the toes and pull the legs back together, trying to minimize any momentum. Try that again. Flex the ankles. Open the legs out to a V. Pointing the toes and pulling the legs back in. Bending both knees and taking the heels again close towards your bum. Wrapping one arm around the legs and wrapping the other. And now let's look down at the bridge of the nose and pick the head up. So now you're coming into your small ball shape. So much so that the tops of your shoulder blades are coming up off of the mat. Now from here, you're going to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And you're going to lower your feet to the floor, lower your head to the mat, and take your arms behind you. And then we're going to move everything together. Arms up, head up, legs come in. Hold on towards the ankles and pull the legs in towards you. Feet to the floor, head to the mat, arms behind you. And then we do it again. Arms up, head up, legs in, grabbing a hold of the ankles. Now from here, you're going to take the right hand behind the head, the left hand behind the head. Your elbows are in your periphery. Stretch the legs back up towards the ceiling. Flex the ankles. Good. Point your toes. Now from here, open the legs out to fill the room. Flex the feet. Point the toes and pull the legs back in together. We're going to scissor. So the right leg is going to lead and it's going to lower down to a 45 degree. And you lift and pull the right leg back up. And then the left leg pulls down to a 45. And the left leg reaches back up, keeping the head, neck, and shoulders lifted the whole time. One leg reaching down to a 45 and back up towards the ceiling. Last time here, left leg pulling down, down, down to a 45 and back up. We bend the knees, the heels go back to the seat. We wrap one arm around the ankles and we wrap the other. So we're back in our small ball shape. From here, you're going to lower your arms to the mat, lower your head to the mat, and stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Flex the ankles and point the toes. Lower one leg all of the way down to the ground. So I'm leading with my right, and it's going all of the way, all of the way, all of the way to the ground. And the left leg follows, and you're reaching and pulling and lengthening the left leg down to the ground. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. We're moving into the 100 now. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Look down at the bridge of the nose. Lift the head up and pull your arms down. So they are about mid outer thigh. You're going to stretch one leg up to a 90, followed by the other. Now from here, we pump the arms. We go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lower one leg all of the way back down to the ground. Lower the other leg all of the way down to the mat. Once both legs are down, lower your arms and lower the head. So that's 50. We'll practice the next 50. An option to make this progressively more of a challenge is to have the legs at a 45. You can always keep your legs at a 90, and if you need to even take it down a notch, you bring your legs to your tabletop, okay? So we're gonna practice lifting the legs together at a 45. Zipper the legs together, flex your ankles, take a breath in, exhale it out, look down at the bridge of the nose, pick the head up, lift the arms, and lift the legs. That's it. Good. Now we pump the arms. We go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lower one leg all of the way to the ground. Lower the other, lower your arms, and lower your head. Whew. That 100 is designed to get your blood pumping, heart rate up, arms reach again all the way back behind you. So again, this long stretch. Keeping the arms behind you, drag one foot up along the mat and drag the other. Sway the knees and the hips over to the left. Now, organize it so your knees are lined up and your feet are lined up. Because what I'm going to ask now is that you take the top knee and you sweep it towards you. So you're getting a stretch with that low back. Also, when you extend the leg out, it's lined up with your hip. Flex your ankle as if you could push your sole, the sole of the foot, into the wall. That's it. And then you're going to pulse that leg up and down. As if you had an ankle weight wrapped around the ankle. So it's a lot of work to lift the leg and lower the leg. And lift the leg and lower the leg. Keeping your ankle flexed. Keep stretching the toes towards you for 3 and 2. And we go 1. Then you're going to bend the knee close towards your body. And then you lower knee to knee. And you lower foot to foot. Sway all of the way past center. So now we flow the knees and the hips over to the right. That's it. Good. And the top leg, which will be the left. Sweep the knee closer towards you so you get that deeper stretch in through the low back as well. And then when you extend the leg out, it's lined up with the hip. Flexing the ankle and thinking about taking that hip and your foot and pushing it so you've got a little bit more length and reach. And then we pulse the leg up and down. And out of your periphery on that right eye, you can see the left leg, the toes going up and down. And keep, again, stretching the toes towards you. flexing the foot and finding all the length in the back of the kneecap. For 3, 2, and then we go 1. From here, you're going to bend the knee back in towards the body. So again, you get that little extra stretch with that low back. And then you're going to lower knee to knee, and you lower foot to foot. Sway all of the way to center and hold. Arms down by your sides. From here, you're gonna walk your feet out. So what I mean by that is your toes will be either on the floor or on your carpet, and then your heels will be on your mat. And then open, out at the knees and out at the hips. Tilt the pelvis and imprint the spine. So you feel that deeper connection with your lower back to the mat. Begin to lift your hips up. So you're lifting from the tailbone first, and then you continue that journey as you go up and up and up. And your hips are open and your knees are open. Chest is open. Now your arms, use them. Press them down to the ground. Lift the chin up. From here, you're going to bring the knees in together. Whether they touch or not, I don't care about that, because everybody's hips are different. But that action of wrapping in is there. And then the knees open and the hips open. And then we come in together. You got it. And then we go out together. Yep. In, out, out. And we try to stay lifted while we're practicing this. So we're not trying to let the hips sort of drop as we open and close, yeah? So we'll practice this 2 more times. The knees come close together in this internal rotation, and then we open back out. And then the last time we come in together and out together. Now here we're gonna hold, we're not quite done yet. I'd like you to pick the right heel up off of the mat, or off of the mat. And then you're gonna pulse your seat down and up, down and up. And we'll practice this here 3 more times. So we're gonna go up for 1 and down, and then up for 2 and down. This last time, up for 3, hold. Lower your right heel to the mat. Lift the left heel up, and we pulse. Down, down, up, up. Down, down, up, up. We go 3 more here. We lift 1 and down, and lift 2 and down. And then this last time, we lift for 3 and down. The hips go back up. We lower the left heel. And then from here, we're going to lower down from the shoulder blades all of the way, melting the spine down to the lumbar and to the tailbone. Now take your arms up to a T. And now we sway the knees and the hips side to side. So in a bigger gesture, as your feet are further away than hip width distance apart, and you can get a little bit more real estate as you sway side to side. One more time. And then we come back to center, walk the feet back hip width distance apart, arms up towards the ceiling. And we're going to work on the roll up. So let's have the feet a little further away from the seat to start. Yeah, arms are up, so you're looking at the tops of your hands like they're a window. Look down at the bridge of the nose, pick the head up. Your hands are going to catch the back of your hamstrings, and you're going to use the tension to pull yourself up and all of the way up. So you're right up on your sits bones now. Good. And then we begin to curl. So we're rolling back down from our tailbone and our pelvis. And you're going to keep going until your arms straighten. So you're rolling back and you're rolling back and you're rolling back. And once your arms are straight, they release, they lift, and you lower back down. Whew. We do that again. Look down at the bridge of the nose, lift the head up. The hands catch the hamstrings. And you pull up, 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 right up on those sits bones. And we roll back down. So you're creating this C shape in the body. And then the arms will become straight. They release from the legs. They lift. And you lower down. Now, lengthen your right leg long and away from you. Look down at the bridge of the nose. Pick the head up. Both hands come to the back of the left hamstring to pull up and up and up. Right up on those sits bones. Arms release out in front of you. So now they're going to stay away from the back of the leg. We begin curling from the tailbone. We try to keep the arms in line with the shoulders. We roll down and down and down and down. Switch. So you lengthen the left leg long. You bend the right knee, right foot on the floor. Look down at the bridge of the nose. Pick the head up. An inhale helps you to come up. Exhale, you finish it. Grab a hold of the back of the hamstrings. Up, up, up. Release the hands from the back of the thigh. They're out in front of you in line with the shoulders. We begin. We curl back down. Lots of clarity from the shoulders and the ears. And you roll down. You keep the arms lined up with the shoulders. And you roll down. That's it. And now you lengthen the right leg long. Flex the ankles. Zipper the legs together. Lift the head up. Look to the toes. Reach up, up, and up. Continue this journey forward as we stretch the spine. So the neck is long. We're drawing energy in and back at the same time. And you pulse 3 times forward, 1 and 2. And we go 3. And then we restack the spine. The hands come down to the mat. Swing the legs around. Come onto all fours. So now here we are onto quadruped 4-point kneeling. I'm just getting really warm now, so I'm going to ditch this guy. Okay, so on all fours. Knees lined up with the hips and the hands just a hair in front of the shoulders. That's it. Good. Shift your hips back towards your heels. So your bum is reaching back towards your heels. Once you're there, take your left arm and reach it in front of you in line with your ear. And the left arm comes back down to the mat. And we take the bum away from the heels and we're back on all fours in a neutral spine. We hinge the hips back and back and back. We take the right arm. We reach the right arm up in line with the ear. And the right hand and the right arm back down on the mat. Bum comes up and away from the heels. From here, we're going to move right into our cat. So we draw the tail down, we draw the head down, and we really try to take the back ribs up towards the ceiling. And then the opposite action to this is arching. So we arch the tailbone long as you look forward to the wall in front of you. And then we do it again. Head down Tail down, back of the spine follows the movement. And then we arch the spine. We find our neutral. That's it. And you're going to take your left arm and you're going to reach it out to a T formation. And just check in and notice how it has the weight sort of shifted on the right side. We want to stay as still as we can and get really heavy on the tops of the feet. From here, small circles with your arm. Whew. Small circles. Getting out of that right armpit. Now, I'd like you to change the direction of your arm circles. That's it. Keeping it small, small, small. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Now, bend the left elbow, thread the needle. So we go through. We're going to take that left shoulder blade down to the mat and the head down. Take your right arm, stretch the right arm out to the front edge of the mat. Pull the right arm back in towards you. Press it into the mat. Pull the left arm back out to your T formation. And then you're going to twist to the left and pick the left arm up towards the ceiling. That's it. And then the left hand and the left arm down to the mat. Reset here. Right arm out to your T formation. Getting out of that left armpit, the neck stays long, and you begin to circle with your right arm. And in terms of the thinking of the left hand, that weight evenly distributed from the pinky finger all through towards the thumb. And your arm circles are small and your neck is long and you're going to hold it. That's it. And you change the direction. And you change the direction. And we'll continue with this arm circle here for 3, 2, and 1. Bend the right elbow and thread through. So we go underneath the left arm. We take the right shoulder blade to the mat, the head down. And then that left arm stretches out to the front edge of the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Left hand, left arm pulls back in towards the body. We press it down into the mat and we pull. That right arm goes back out to your T first. Then we twist to the right and you lift the right arm up towards the ceiling. And the right arm back down to the mat. Flex your ankles. Really get onto the balls of the feet. From here, you're going to hover your knees up off of the mat. I'm going to walk the hands just a little bit front. Hover the knees up off of the mat. So they're in line with your ankle. Press away from the ground. What we're going to do now is you're going to take your left leg and you're going to kick it away from you in line with your hip. Your ankle is flexed and you're going to pulse that leg up and down. Keep pressing away from the ground. The neck stays long, finding all the length in the back of the kneecap. We practice this for 3, 2, and 1. Bend the left knee, take the left ball of the foot back down the mat. Rest the knees for a moment. Release the tops of the feet. Come up to a tall kneeling with your arms in line with your shoulders. Good. From here, turn palm to palm. Bow and arrow with the left arm. So we take the left elbow, we bend it, and we twist, and we move through our rib cage. We move through the middle of the spine. We build strength from there. And then we return back to center. You do the same thing with the right. Bend the right elbow. Twist, twist, twist. Look back, look back, look back. Right arm back to center. Hands back down to the mat. Flex the ankles, curl the toes. We go back into our knee hover. So we lift up. Our spine is in our neutral. Right ball of foot, right, that's what's going to move. So we begin to pick the right foot up. We extend the right leg out, lined up with the hip. And the right leg up and down. That's it. Keep pressing the ground away. Neck stays long. We go here for 3. And 2. And 1. Bend the right knee. Right ball of foot back to the mat. Rest the knees. Release the tops of the feet. Walk the hands to the kneecaps. Slide the hands up to your hips and arch the spine. So you're going to open the chest, gaze, look up, and extend. So you're coming into a back bend. And then take your gaze to center. Slide the hands down to the kneecaps and round your spine. So you're finding your C shape here. And then the hands slide up to the hips and we arch the spine. We open the chest, we gaze, we look up. Last time here, hands slide down to the knees, rounding the spine. And the hands slide back up to the hips and we extend. We take our gaze center and our spine center and our arms reach back out, lined up with the shoulder. Step forward, right foot. That's it, good. Turn palm to palm. Here comes that bow and arrow with the left arm. And we're gonna be moving through the whole hip. So the left elbow starts to bend. The shoulder moves, we move through the torso, we move through the hips. We open, we open, we open. Now, we're also reaching forward with the right arm. Left arm is going to open. Can you open your chest a little bit more? Can you take your left hand down towards the foot as the right arm reaches up towards the ceiling? Look down at the left hand. Whew. Look up at the right hand. Look back down at the left hand. The left hand comes away from the foot. Arms are back to your T. Bending the left elbow and return back to center. That's it, good. Now lean forward, hinge the hips. So you feel the workspace in through the front of that left hip. And you're gonna pulse forward. And pulse forward. And we go here for 3. And 2. Last time. 1. Arms down by your sides as you pull yourself back up. Right leg back behind you. Step forward, left. Arms in front. Turn palm to palm. So now the right elbow starts to bend and the whole torso and hips move with you. So you open up and up and up. That left arm is reaching forward. The right arm opens. Can you open the chest a little bit more? Whew. Now we close the chain. That right hand reaches down towards the foot. The left arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. Your gaze is down at the right hand. Then you turn your head and you shift your gaze up to the left. And you shift your gaze back down to the right. The right hand comes away from the foot. Arms are back to your T. Bend the right elbow. Return back to center. Hinge forward. Hinge forward. Yes. Pulse here 3 times. We're going to go on. Loading that front knee. 2. And 3. Arms come down by your sides as you restack the spine. And you come upright. Left leg back behind. That's it. We're going to practice some push-ups on an incline. So the hands back down to the mat. Good. I'm going to walk the knees now just a little further away so they're not lined up right with the hip. They're a little further away. And then from here, you're going to lean forward. Just a little bit. Not so much so that we're here. Yes. Good. Now those elbows, they're going to go wide. And we press back up. The elbows go wide as you go down, down, down. And you press back up, up, up. One more time like this. Down, down, down. And we press back up, up, up. Now, you're going to bring your feet up towards your bum. And now the elbows are going to be close towards the body. So we go in and they hug the rib cage. And back up. And they stay close towards the rib cage as you go down, down, down. And you press back up. Last 2, feet close to the bum. As we go down, down, down. Back up. Last time. Down, down, down. Yes, yes, yes. And back up. Lower the feet. Shift all of the way back. Child's pose. And then from here, let's rock a little side to side. So swaying to the right, and swaying to the left, and swaying to the right, and swaying to the left. And then from here, lift your eyes to look forward to your hands, and lift your bum away from the heels. From here, the hands come up. You're back to your tall kneeling. Okay, left leg out to the side, lined up with the hip. Arms up towards the ceiling. You're going to shift your bum back and reach the arms in front of you, lined up with the shoulders. We reach all of the way back up. And it's like as you come up, think about driving the hips forward. We shift the hips back, arms out, in line with the shoulders. We come forward and we drive the hips forward. Yes, we shift back, back, back. Now from here, can you open your arms out to a T? Like really increase your wingspan. Yes, and you're going to pulse forward. And forward for 3. Whole body movement the whole time. 2, yes. And 1. Now the arms reach back out, lined up with the shoulders. Arms up towards the ceiling as you come back up and up and up. Good. Arms open out to a T. That right hand is coming down to the mat. And the left arm is up towards the ceiling. This is one of my favorite exercises. So we're going to move through the front of the body as you take your left arm and you open it. So you twist and you look up. And then you're gonna take that left arm and you're gonna bring it down to the mat as your chest and your head gets closer to the floor. And then we're going up, big rotation, opening up the chest, gaze, look up. And then we go down and down and down. Last time like this, and then we add a leg. So we open, 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 and we come back down and down and down. Okay, left arm up towards the ceiling. Lots of space from the shoulder and the ear. Imagine a wire behind the nose, the head draws back, and you pick the left leg up in line with the hip. Now from here, you're gonna take the leg forward and the chest back. And now the leg swings back and the arm and the chest reach towards the floor, finding all the length through the front of that hip. Leg swings forward, upper body and chest opens. Whew. Leg goes back. You reach towards the floor. So really big gesture here. And back. Yep. Last time. Now you're gonna hold with the left hand to the floor and that left leg back behind you. And you're gonna pulse it back and back and back for 4, 3, 2, 1. That left leg back in line with the hip, left arm up towards the ceiling, left foot to the floor, or back up, arms to a T. Yeah. Take the left arm, thread it across the body as the right arm reaches overhead. Good. Back, arms to a T. Switch. Right arm, cross the body. Left arm overhead. Arms back to a T. Arms down by your sides. Left leg in. Right leg. Kicking it on out. Arms out to your T. From here, you're gonna hinge forward. The bum goes back and back and back. Now, from here, take those arms forward. Yes. Take the arms back to a T. Take the arms forward. Take the arms back to a T. Last time here, reach the arms forward. Take the arms back to a T. And we lift the hips up and we drive the hips forward. Yeah. Shift the hips back, arms in front. Drive the hips forward, arms to a T. Bum goes back, upper body goes forward. One more like this. Now, you're gonna hold it here and you're gonna pulse and reach further forward. We go for 3, 2, and 1. Arms up to the ceiling as you reach and stretch all the way up. Arms open to a T. That left hand comes down to the floor. The right arm up towards the ceiling. The leg stays on the ground for the first sequence. Okay? So you're going to take the chest and you're going to open, 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 and take your gaze up towards the ceiling. And then the right arm comes towards the floor as you rotate. And you come up and you twist. And you go back, hand down. Last time here, we go up, we twist. Now, right arm up towards the ceiling. Again, press the head back in space. and we pick the right leg up. The right leg is going to go back as the arm goes forward. And then the leg swings forward as the upper body twists and twists and twists. The leg reaches back as you take that right arm forward to the ground. Swing the leg, open up the chest. Pull the leg back. Arm goes forward, chest goes to the floor. Last time here. Swing the leg, open the chest, gaze, look towards the ceiling. Now the leg is going to pull back. The hand stays down to the mat, and that leg pulses back and back and back. Yes, we go here for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Take the leg back, line it up with the hip. Take the right arm up towards the ceiling. Right foot to the floor, arms back up to your teeth. Right arm crosses the body, left arm overhead. Drawing that head back in space. Arms back to a T, restack the spine, left arm across the body, right arm overhead. Arms back to a T, you're back up. Arms down by your side, right leg in. Swing yourself around, back onto all fours. Lengthen right leg long and away from you. Left arm out in front of you, in line with your ear. Twist to the left, twist to the left. Now take the left hand down to the mat. Release down to the right forearm. Release down to the left forearm. Your elbows are lined up with your shoulders, and we're keeping the breastbone away from the floor. Now that right leg is going to go up real high, and you're going to pulse it. Up and down. Up and down. Your toes are pointed here, and we go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you're going to take that right leg and you're going to cross it over the left. Good. Then you're going to pick it back up and cross it all of the way over to the right. And then you're going to cross it up. Take it all of the way over to the left. Take it up. Cross it all of the way over to the right. Mine can't really go all the way to the right because of the reformer. And then going up and all of the way across to the left. Now the right leg is going to stay back up towards the ceiling just as we started, because you're going to go what? You're going to press up into the hands. You're going to bring one hand in, other hand in. Lower the right leg in line with the hip. Lower the right foot to the floor. Bring the right knee in. Shift the hips back. Rock a little side to side. Rock a little side to side. You got it. From here, we lift the bum back up and away from the heels. We're back up on all fours. Slide and extend that left leg long and away. Right arm is going to reach up towards the ceiling as you twist and twist and twist and gaze and look up, up, up. Right hand back down to the mat. You're going to lift the left leg in line with the hip. You're going to come down onto the right forearm and onto the left. And you're going to lift that left leg up real high. Press away from the ground. And you're going to pulse that leg up and down. Neck stays long. Lift and lower. We go for 4, 3, yes, 2, and 1. Now you're going to take that left leg and you're going to cross it over to the right and it taps the floor. And then the leg is going to come up all of the way around and tap the floor. Up, around, and tap the floor. Up and around and tap the floor. Check in with that upper body. Can you continue to press away from the ground? Up and around. 2 more here. Up, tap, lift, reach across and tap. Up, lift and tap. You got it. Up, across, lift and tap. Now you're going to take that left leg. You're going to take it up high in the sky. You're going to press up into the hands. One hand in, other hand in. Left leg lined up with the hip. Left foot to the floor, left knee in. Hinge the hips back, walk the arms all the way to the left. Feel the stretch in the workspace through the right side of the body. And then we take the arms and we go all the way over to the right. And you feel the workspace now through the left side of the body. And the arms back to center. And we roll back up. Flex the ankles, curl the toes. Downward facing dog. So we lift the knees and we go up. The spine is long. We're going to try to avoid letting the head just, hang. Think about having the neck long. Pressing the ground away. Now from here, you're going to lift your heels and lower your heels. Listen to my cues here, okay? We're going to lift the heels up. Then we're going to rotate the heels to the right and take that right hip, lower it so it hovers the ground. Look forward. Now the head goes down, the hips come back up. We rotate through the ankles, so we're back in our down dog. Now we lift the heels up. We rotate the ankles to the left. We take that left hip, we dip it so it hovers the ground. Now we look forward, forward, forward. Yes. We look down, we pick the hips up. We rotate the ankles back in our down dog. Now we pedal, we bend one knee, we bend the other knee. We bend one knee, we bend the other knee. We continue this here for 3 and 2 and 1. We anchor the heels. We step towards our hands. One step, there's no protocol, right? It's however many steps it takes to get you there. And step, and step. Bend the knees. Come into your ball shape, just as we did at the very beginning. Grab a hold of one elbow, grab a hold of the other. And just start to sway side to side. And side to side. And then from here, coming back to center, still holding your elbows as you come up from the feet, all of the way up. Keep holding the elbows. So when you come up, it's like your arms are sort of giving yourself a frame. And then the chin to the chest. We roll down, still holding the elbows. We roll down. This is it. Letting your shoulders be heavy, head heavy. Then release your arms. And roll all of the way up. Reaching the arms up towards the ceiling, taking space. Long breath in. Long breath out. Arms open. And we are finito. Thank you so much. That was a fun one. Thank you. I haven't had that much, I don't know, movement in a few days. So thanks so much for joining me. Happy New Year.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Pam. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. See you soon. Take care. Bye, Sherry.
Bye.
You're good? Oh.